Hello, friends and clients. I am Jennifer Walker Gates, immigration attorney with Walker Gates Vela, coming to you today from the beautiful Monteverde, Costa Rica, which you can see right behind me, the beautiful jungle that is like right up next to my house. I'm sitting on the porch enjoying this gorgeous afternoon. We are here where my kids are studying Spanish, learning Spanish. Learning about the natural world, ecology, and I am also learning a lot about the natural world. If I scream and jump up and drop this camera and run away, it's because there was a huge insect. Now, I'm not afraid of immigration agents, but I am afraid of insects, some of them, cockroaches, other scary looking things. You could basically rob me with a cockroach. So I'm sorry if I freak out like that. It has happened a few times here, and I will share some of those images with you of the wildlife that has come to visit us here on this very porch. But in general, it's mostly birds, sometimes monkeys, toucans, sloths. There's been lots of gorgeous wildlife viewing here in Costa Rica. But I'm here today to talk about citizenship in the United States, and specifically naturalization. I want to share about what you need in the way of English proficiency. Sorry, my English isn't even proficient. What do you need in the way, how good does your English need to be to qualify you for naturalization? So I'm going to be talking about that because it's a question that keeps coming up with some of my clients who have been residents for a long time and who are eligible for citizenship, but they don't think their English is good enough. So before I get into that, please go down and hit subscribe underneath this video. We are very close to our goal of having 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. We're so happy that our videos are helping people and being received really well, and we're going to continue to put them out even after we have 1,000 subscribers. But right now, this is what we set as a goal for the year of 2021, was to have 1,000 subscribers. So please go down, hit subscribe, ask any immigrants that you know to subscribe to our channel as well, and we will continue to put out videos that are as helpful and useful for you as possible. So back to naturalization. How good does your English need to be? I have had this question come up so many times, and I've had so many clients come to me asking if they can renew their resident card with me. And then when I speak to them in English, I realize their English is just fine. They are completely qualified for naturalization, but they think that they're not because maybe they have an accent or maybe their English isn't perfect. As you can see, my English is not perfect. And as I tell many of our clients who have this concern, there are a lot of USCIS officers who themselves are naturalized US citizens and whose English is not perfect. They have strong accents. Having an accent does not count against you. It is completely fine to have an accent. Number two, they may make mistakes in their English. Their English may not be 100% perfect. Mistakes are okay. What is most important is that you can understand me and I can understand you at a basic level. The regulations that govern the English requirement say that the English needs to be that of what's called ordinary usage. In other words, you don't need to know big fancy words that are difficult to understand and that would be maybe used by a college professor or something like that. You just need to be able to carry on a basic conversation about basic information. That information that is in your N400 application is the basic information you need to be able to talk about. Like, what are your children's names if you have any? What is your address? What's your date of birth? Where have you worked? Who else lives in your house? Have you ever been arrested? Those kinds of questions, if you can understand them and respond to them in English clearly, not perfectly, but well enough so that the officer understands what you're saying, you're going to be just fine. There are some immigration officers who will, in the interview, attempt to use words and phrases that come directly off of the N400 application that are not actually ordinary usage. There are some words and phrases on that application that have been out of date for many decades. The questions on the N400 application, some of them were written, around the time of World War II. So, they may ask you if you're a Nazi collaborator or something like that. That is not a phrase that is in ordinary usage in English right now. There have been a few times where we've had to step in an interview and tell an officer, like, hey, that's not really ordinary usage. Can you please rephrase that? And as an applicant for naturalization, that is within your right as well. If you don't understand a question for any reason, whether the question was made in ordinary English or otherwise, you can simply ask an officer to repeat the question or rephrase the question. You can ask an officer to say it in a different way. That is completely within the bounds of ordinary usage for English. That is completely fine for purposes of naturalization. And a few weeks ago, we recorded a video on reasons why you should get naturalized if you possibly can. So I definitely encourage y'all to go check that one out as well. But if you are a resident who has at least 3 or 5 years of resident status, 3 if you're married to the U.S. citizen who petitioned for you, and 5 otherwise, then I heartily encourage you to make an application for naturalization. That way you can be done with your immigration journey, unless of course you decide then to petition for parents or other relatives. But you can at least be assured that your own status is secure for the long term. So ordinary usage English, if you can understand me in this video, you for sure are strong enough in your English to be able to pass for naturalization purposes. And in my experience, some clients who are a little bit rusty need at most 6 months or so of practice and maybe a little English course. There are plenty of online resources to help people improve their English skills. So it doesn't take long. So don't let your English or your embarrassment about having an accent or your fear that your English isn't perfect enough, don't let that be a reason why you don't apply for naturalization. With that, I hope that this has been helpful. I hope everyone is staying safe and well. If we can help you with your naturalization application, if we can help you assess your English and determine whether it is strong enough, or any other aspect of eligibility for naturalization or any other immigration case, we would be glad and honored to do so. You can find us at walkergatesvela.com. On our website, you can click to call us directly, or you can also click on a link which takes you directly to our calendar page where you can schedule with me or one of our other attorneys right there from our website. Again, I hope this has been helpful. Please don't hesitate to reach out. Leave us comments below. We do respond to comments as well, and we hope that you have a great afternoon. Take care.